この俺が人間なんだ。
Alright, so in this one, I want to go over something that I saw in some assets. There are assets around in this game that have been around for the beginning of the game, since its beta, since its conception, really, that we can access. And I found some that were added more recently, some that are old, but still pertain relevance to where they were never in the game fully, but yet they could become in the game. And I do feel like with this celebration introducing such a big development, I guess you could call it, with obviously the tag mechanic of switching your advantage / disadvantage by not swapping characters, but rather swapping the units in the battlefield on the same unit, I do feel like these might come to light. Just to show you guys real quick, if we go to photos here. So look, we have a double disadvantage photo, a double advantage, and then a tag, you know, dark type, a tag light type, a tag purple, red, blue, yellow, green, right? We have all these things. Now, what could this truly mean, right? Like, double disadvantage, what even is that? Well, if you think about it, dark types are, and I know you don't see dark types, thank fucking God they're not in PvP, yet. They honestly could be, but yet, they're not. You think about it, a dark type is going to be somebody that has advantage to every single color except for light. It is, what, disadvantage to light, I believe? So if we kind of formulate a double disadvantage and or double advantage would be, let's say a new tag unit comes, and I don't know, it's red and blue, right? It starts off as red, then the tag unit, whoever else it is, becomes advantage to blue instead of being advantage to yellow as a red unit, right? Well, maybe in that circumstance, their blue card will do double damage. Maybe in that circumstance, when they swap back, they take double damage down. I'm not sure if this will become an actual thing, but again, you look at what we have in game, like, understand this unit is the peak pinnacle of the game. And I know I showed the other colors and it's like, oh, why are they there? Well, they're gonna be more tag units, right? Like, this isn't gonna be the only tag unit in the entire game. No, this is just a test unit, and well, with it being a test, it was either gonna be broken or ass. Thank God it was broken, because last year's obviously was pretty ass with UI Goku, with, you know, seeing him as one of the worst LFs in the game right now, while this guy is not gonna be in that department soon. You think about it, we are definitely going to get some interesting shit, and this is more alluding to, obviously, New Year's and Christmas, because we don't know what's coming, right? A lot of people are saying summonable ultras, a lot of people are saying, maybe just a summonable ultra that's non-LF, or a summonable ultra that isn't LF, maybe just a dual LF banner. Like, people are even doubting that, right? I see people doubting that dual LF banners won't happen for New Year's. Just disclaimer, most likely they are. This is a company. They want their money. That's the simplest way you can make it. That's probably going to happen, but to have one banner be an ultra, and or maybe dual ultras, would be insane. And I feel like they could have that. They doubled, and again, we look at this image, double disadvantage or double advantage. I mean, with what they did with the tag Goku Vegeta, I don't see a situation where this is impossible, right? There were some mechanics, assets rather, that were in the game and taken out. The guard ability, you know how, I guess, Spirit Bomb Green Goku has like his guard type of thing. That was like a mechanic in the game, in like the beta, I think pre-beta, but in the beta at least, where you could just guard, like chill out, just guard out, and you could do that. Now it's that one unit's fucking, you know, green card. But if they've never implemented these into the game, which again, we don't have any of this in game. I've never seen a double advantage / disadvantage situation in PvE, in PvP, because it doesn't exist yet. That means they're holding it for something. And look, with this being like the most game-changing unit of Goku Vegeta compared to, again, last year, where yes, we got the new unique gauge, and we talked about that already, where there's 5 different variations of it, or 4 at least, I think it's 5, but 4 at least different variations of it. I mean, compare that unique gauge to what this could be. Like, you're already gaining advantage by doing these tag units. Imagine a situation where you just get double advantage, where you could go double disadvantage to really get fucked over. Just to touch on the unique gauge thing, there is a feature, it seems, where you can lock someone's unique gauge. So imagine UI Goku, right? UI Goku, if it's not obvious enough, is only dodging because his unique gauge exists, right? If he doesn't have that, he's not going to dodge automatically. That's common sense, but people didn't understand that, right? There is a situation / an asset, which I could not pull up because it just can't be found, but it's like a lock. It's like a little chain and lock, and you can lock that unique gauge. So let's say Sword of Hope Trunks, you swap into this specific character, I'm locking his unique gauge. He's not getting that heal. He's not getting those damage buffs. He's getting nothing, no card draw, no nothing, because I locked his unique gauge. There are so many things that seem to be coming, and with this celebration being big, obviously New Year's is very, big everywhere, right? It's big in the west side of the world. It's big on the east side of the world. It's big everywhere, right? People always celebrate New Year's. It's a big holiday. I can't see a situation where we don't get something, if not a tag unit, if not a double advantage, double disadvantage, it has to be someone with Ultra. Like, there's only 3 circumstances. And I guess to touch on my little theory, because this is just a theory video, like, okay, this could happen, this might happen, but this probably will happen. Who it will be, I've made some speculations before, and they're going to keep changing because we don't really know, right? They're not giving us any information. The only relevant thing we know to what's, I guess, coming in the next couple of days is Broly Chile, which is weird. They put an Instagram post about them like 3 days early. I don't know why, but to allude to who could be coming, I would think Ultra Super Gogeta makes sense because Broly Chile, that's a movie unit. We got Goku Vegeta. We got, we already got Gogeta-esque movie units with Tag Goku Vegeta, with DBS Broly, with that Twitter video they put up where they showed all these units. Funny enough, they didn't show Gogeta Blue, so it's either alluding to a new Super Gogeta or a Gogeta Blue, right? So I feel like Super Gogeta, who is warranted to have such a broken mechanic of double advantage because, well, he's hype, right? I don't personally think he's all that, I do think he is hype enough to warrant something like that, but I feel like there are other circumstances where you could just see anybody get it, really, because if I'm thinking, like, okay, what's going to sell for my game, right? Maybe it's not going to be this one thing that everyone that watches the show already knows, but maybe it's something that people that haven't really watched the show recently, or besides just one arc, could know. And if I'm thinking like that, it's like, oh, well, why would I not make this guy? Like, why would I not make this guy be a new... Oh, I didn't mean to play that. Oh, okay. Why would I not make this Goku a new LF? We have Namek Goku. Namek fucking Goku. Who is what? 2 years old? He came out right after first anniversary. He was like the August banner. Honestly, a bait banner. Because if you think about it, in August, in September, there's not really doing like too much in the game. And it's really just a dry period. Namek Goku is more or less a bait banner. Given, yes, he was the best unit in the game. I'm not fucking downplaying that. But prior to that, you had like Goten drop, you had FSK drop, and you have this Goku, you had Super Saiyan 3 Goku who dropped soon after this Goku. It's like, we don't have a new Namek Goku, and even more units to even touch on that. It's like, look, make this guy an Ultra. I fucking hate FSK in the game, right? Gohan's an okay character, but FSK, I hate this guy. But he's iconic. Like, you can't downplay that fact. I feel like there's only 2 circumstances. They give us a new Ultra that makes sense to how iconic Dragon Ball is, which would give us iconic characters from it, or iconic moments at least. Obviously, Super Saiyan. Super Saiyan 3 is pretty iconic, but maybe not as much as FSK. Just some of these characters that maybe everyone worldwide would know, instead of like, okay, here's Ultra Super Gogeta. Okay, here's Ultra Super Gogeta. Or they don't give a fuck and they go down the path of, hey, no. Here is another movie buff. We gave you movie buffs for anniversary by baiting you into summoning for Gogeta 4, given Gogeta 4 and at least Gogeta 4 is better than Revival Gohan right now. And Kurata Masu baiting you to summon for them instead of the best unit in the game for about 3 months straight. And they could just say fuck it and give us movie buffs. But I don't... I just am trying to understand, who is a character that would warrant a double disadvantage, a double advantage thing? Like, who? I'm trying to think in a show aspect, right? Like, who is that fucking powerful and that iconic? It has to be Super Saiyan Goku. Like, it has to be. I don't think anyone else is just more iconic. Obviously, it's fucking Goku on top of Super Saiyan. I feel like this would have to be, like, a summonable Ultra. Like, this specific Goku, not Ultra Goku that we have, but this Goku. Even if it's not thematic to anything, Legends, I mean, do they really give a fuck about theme? We had GT Future for Anniversary, then, hey, movies! BoJack movie! You guys remember that movie where the enemy, opponent, antagonist spoke for fucking 5 minutes out of a 90-minute movie? Like, I just don't feel like themes matter at this point. Maybe Angel Vegeta's not hype enough. Yeah, just trying to theorize this, and it's like, there are definitely characters that just make it, like, really, really make it. Giving this guy an Ultra a year after his release. Not even a year, actually. He would be a year old if he got an Ultra when he comes out, because obviously New Year's is when he dropped. Just Christmas/New Year's, but you know what I mean. But I do feel like this situation is something to be wary of. I would say it will be coming. Do we know when? I'm really guessing soon. Another tag unit would be a little ambitious, to say the least. And I don't feel like they're going to spew them out. But that double advantage, double disadvantage, I can't see where that won't come in. Like, I'm sorry to say that, but we've had type neutral units for so long. And maybe this asset has been in the files for, like, the game's inception, but it has never reached play. And giving us tag units that basically are doing this situation of more or less type advantage on their own, are they not already doing this? Like, they just don't have the little arrows, right? Because Goku, Vegeta, they really are just double advantage whenever they please at that point, because how much damage they can do on their, you know, good teams. I don't know. I would just say this could come into the game, and it definitely is something that, oh man, it'll be scary. You think of it like some old extreme co-ops, right? Those were scary. Very scary. Let's say with like Revival Goku and Hit, and then you had to face a boss and it was a dark type, and you know, you get like 4-shot. That would be what a double advantage would be. Unless they save it for like a gimmick unit, kind of like Yamcha, the Titans Yamcha gets what, 7 balls, 100% rush damage on green cards he lands. Unless they save it for like a gimmick unit, like a Hercule or some shit, because they love gimmicking Hercule. This is gonna be the most broken thing in the entire game. But you guys think tag units are broken. This Goku Vegeta is fucking nuts, and I don't disagree with you. I think they're fucking nuts too. But double advantage, or a unit that can give me double disadvantage, or a unit that can have double disadvantage. Like, what if the unit takes double disadvantage damage, and then they deal double damage back to you? Dude, oh my god, this could be the most toxic. Goku Vegeta are toxic as fuck right now. No downplaying this. Imagine what I just said. You could have a double disadvantage, but in that same state, you could have double advantage to anyone in the game. Maybe not anyone, but a lot of units, if you're like a tag unit, and your whole shtick is I can fucking be glassy as hell, but goddamn, I'm gonna 3-card your dumbass without any blue cards, without anything, just strike, strike, blast, 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 strike, triple strikes. I 3-card your dumbass. That's what could come with this double advantage, because when you have advantage, you have a multiplier of double damage, obviously, right? So when you're disadvantaged, you have a 0.5x damage dealing. You're doing 0.5x less. At base, you're doing 1x. When you're advantaged, you're doing 2x. If you are a double advantage, you are going to be doing double 2x. That is 4x damage. If you are double disadvantage, you'll be taking double damage. So from I don't know. Let me give you a scenario. Let's say Future Gohan is up against FSK. Well, FSK in a normal spot would do about 80-60% to Future Gohan on one card. If that were the same thing and go on a double disadvantage at the Future Gohan, obviously. Probably shouldn't have said the same character twice, make it gets more confusing, but then that Future Gohan would take about 120 to 140% damage. The thing is, if you build that on a correct unit, where they're glassy as fuck, they have 260k attacks at like 6 stars or 7 stars or 8 stars, something like that, and you make their defenses pretty okay, they could at least live a combo. And again, 4x damage would be a possibility. Look at Goku Vegeta right now on neutral on their blue cards, right? Look at that. That is what you're going to compete against in this game. And this is something that's going to happen. Because again, it's not in the game yet. There is no asset for double advantage or disadvantage. And that means it's going to come. That's what that means. There is no ifs, ands about it. They haven't added it yet, and it's never been in the game yet. That means it's never been taken out, or it's never already been added to. Again, like the block mechanic was in the game, and it was taken out, but it's still an asset. This was never touched upon. This is going to come to the game. Woo! This actually got me scared, this video. I didn't mean to actually, like... Okay, well... Yeah, this is gonna be... Okay, this is gonna be fun. You guys think Tag Goku Vegeta are toxic? When this comes to the game, and I can honestly see it happening in the next few weeks here, for Christmas, for New Year's, a double advantage unit, and maybe they have double disadvantage as their negative, but... You think Goku Vegeta are 2-shotting, 3-shotting you? Yeah, this is... Oh boy. This is gonna be scary, for sure. Let me know what you guys think, honestly, of all this. I think it is a little bit worrying. I think it's fucking terrifying, actually. Again, all these other, tag assets here are just in the game already because they're gonna be added, no shit, we're gonna get more tag units, but I guess what color do you guys think the next tag unit would be? Do you guys think this next whatever it is, Ultra Super Saiyan Goku, LF Super Saiyan Goku, Ultra Super Gogeta, Ultra Super Vegeta, Ultra Master Ultra Instinct, Ultra Full Power Jiren, LF Full Power Jiren, like whoever it is, do you think they're going to have this double advantage, double disadvantage thing? Or at least one of them? Because, again, there is such a situation where this is easily happening, and Tag Goku Vegeta look like nothing. People are always saying, how can they one-up Goku Vegeta? This one's up. This 100 ups Goku Vegeta. That is no shadow of a doubt. Whew. Okay. Let me know what you guys think, and I'll see you guys in the next one.